Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
Here we are, just two of us today.
Indeed we are.
Max's day off.
Yeah, well earned.
That's
Just
just
day off.
Just his day off. Yeah. If Patreon's your thing, check out the link in the description below. Loads of stuff on there, all starting for a bargain price of just
At £1.50 a month. Yeah.
Loads of stuff on there, so check it out. When Jim Carrey goes off script and nails it.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that can like ad lib and
Absolutely, massively. I mean, if anyone could ad lib, it's this guy.
Yeah.
You know, I think famously in quite a few of his films, he's ad libbed and sort of like kept it in as well.
yeah. The funny thing is, he's not my favourite actor, but I watch a lot of his films,
Yeah.
sort of thing, and they're always very funny.
There's been in quite a few, hasn't he? Yeah.
Some of them are just not for me. You know, it's like
I get that.
he's done my. It's not because it's Jim Carrey. It's whoever does it, it's just not my type of film.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And then these other films that I watched, I mean, Dumb and Dumber was just like absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
Just very, very funny. You know, and
Just some of the bits in there.
he's class. But he's one of the top actors, though, isn't he?
Especially absolutely brilliant. I think definitely he's going to stick to comedy.
Cable Guy as well is another one that's one of the dry humour that's just very, very funny.
Yeah.
But let's get into this. When Jim Carrey goes off script and nails it.
Steven! My lisp is gone!
In Liar Liar, Jim Carrey trips on the sidewalk while running towards his ex-wife's house. The fall was a complete accident and not in the script, but it fit perfectly with the scene, so they kept it in the movie.
Hold on, wait! Kisses?
Just carried on.
In Me, Myself, and Irene, the scene where Jim Carrey's character asks his sons to kiss him before he leaves was ad-libbed. One of them looks obviously surprised. You can tell the guy at the end was the least cool with it. In Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, Jim Carrey's spontaneous sneeze on the African guide during a line was unscripted. The director enjoyed the moment so much that he decided to keep it in the final cut.
Till the white man came.
Bizarre.
I've seen it!
In The Cable Guy, Jim Carrey's character, Chip Douglas, is known for his memorable lisp. During the climactic fight scene with Matthew Broderick's character, Chip gets punched and suddenly loses his lisp.
You're gonna have to do better than that, Steven!
This moment was not scripted. Carrey genuinely forgot to use it. Instead of stopping the scene, he went with it, creating one of the film's most memorable moments.
My lisp is gone!
Who'd have thought, eh?
Wow.
Yeah,
I've not seen it for years and years and years.
No, but it's one of the most iconic moments, isn't it? That was ad-libbed. Wow.
Wow.
Brilliant.
It's good the way he sort of like forgot about his accent, but then he's just carried on and you know the other actors go along with it as well.
It's funny, the sneeze and everything. These like memorable sort of moments in the clips, and like you say, they're all ad-libbed. Mad.
In The Mask, there's a scene where Jim Carrey's character uses a frisbee to shovel money into a closet. Milo the dog wasn't supposed to grab onto the frisbee, but he did anyway. Carrey improvised and went along with it, and that take ended up in the final cut.
I'll be right there!
In The Truman Show,
Brilliant.
where Truman draws a soap astronaut suit on the mirror, was inspired by Jim Carrey's real-life morning routine. Carrey revealed that he would often draw soap masks or even full outfits at home, and then put his face into them.
Proclaim this planet Trumania.
He also did another take, where he instead drew long curly hair and a dress. But it was the Trumania take that made the final cut.
That one's for free.
Carrey ad-libbed a ton of the funniest lines in Dumb and Dumber. For example, he didn't originally have a line when he was leaving the hotel bar, but he improvised by looking at the framed 1969 newspaper and saying,
No way! That's great!
In another scene from Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey improvised the awkward moment outside the gas station to mess with two random men who weren't even paid extras. They just happened to be outside the 7-Eleven where they were shooting the scene.
Hey, guys! Oh, big gulps, huh? All right. Well, see you later.
In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, one afternoon on set, Carrey stole director Ron Howard's hat and started doing an impression of him and his directing style.
Brilliant! You reject your own nose because it represents the glitter of commercialism.
Howard found it so amusing that he added a scene where the Grinch directs Max on how to be a reindeer, all of which was ad-libbed.
If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one.
In Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, the moment where Ace pulls the cellist's arm, causing him to play a false note, was completely improvised by Jim Carrey.
Sort of guy, isn't it? That's him, though, isn't it?
In The Mask, Jim Carrey improvised the moment where the character pulls out a condom during the balloon making scene.
Sorry, wrong pocket.
He also ad-libbed the heart-shaped cigarette puff and the arrow shot from his nose in the Frenchman scene, making it a rare example of a spontaneous moment involving special effects. In Fun with Dick and Jane, Jim Carrey hangs from the ceiling to hide from an employee. When he accidentally misses the desk while dropping down and falls to the floor, he doesn't break character. Instead, Carrey quickly recovers and grabs the printout he was after, and it was kept as well. In Yes Man, the Can't Buy Me Love scene, where Jim Carrey and Zooey Deschanel sing together, wasn't scripted. The cameras kept rolling, capturing the spontaneous moment and natural chemistry between the actors.
Say you don't need those diamond rings, and I'll be satisfied.
In Ace Ventura...
One thing I'm noticing about him, though, even if he does like carry on,
Yeah.
they don't cut it; they just carry on doing
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But he doesn't. Even if he's doing something in the clip, he just carries it on.
Yeah.
He doesn't go, one of them sort of like, let's do that again.
That's it. It's just
sort of thing. He just carries it on.
It's just a natural thing with him, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he just
He's
goes
a
with the
fantastic
flow,
actor.
but he can ad-lib so well.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. But the other actors around him, I like the way that they sort of like
Carry on as well.
carrying on with it as well. Otherwise,
The one that got me was when he
ruined.
come out of the shop with the Dumb and Dumber, and he's like, hey, he's talking to the two
Yeah.
guys, and they were like, they were just there.
Yeah.
They wasn't paid extras or anything. I'm like, did you film something like that? We just like people hanging around.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally, would you? But
No.
you know, yeah, a bit of a strange one.
It's totally his character, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
You imagine him
absolutely.
being like that in regular
Yeah,
life.
just seeing
goofy.
things and
Yeah.
just reacting to things all
Yeah.
the time, like the Man on the Moon thing.
Yeah.
You can just imagine him walking anywhere, seeing something, and thinking,
Yeah.
you know,
Good that.
Pet Detective, Jim Carrey's infamous talking out of the butt scene came from an improv bit he created on the set of Living Color.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Frustrated by Keenan Ivory rejecting his sketch ideas, Carrey jokingly read one out using his backside, nearly causing a fight between the two. Later, when Carrey suggested using the bit in Ace Ventura, the director agreed it would fit in a scene at the police station.
Do you have a mint? Perhaps some Banaka?
While some people found it hilarious, it did cause a few test audience members to walk out.
Thank you for all your cooperation.
Ready? On 9.
In Me, Myself, and Irene, when Charlie and Irene push the car off the cliff, Jim Carrey says on 9 and counts to 9 very fast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This was ad-libbed, and for a moment, Renee Zellweger looks obviously surprised.
Our parents just died.
In Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, during the scene where Klaus says, "Our parents just died," Jim Carrey, staying in character as Count Olaf, asked if he could retake his line because he forgot the next one.
Wait. Let me do that one more time. Give me the line again.
The cameras kept rolling, and Carrey's seamless ad-lib made it into the final cut of the film.
Let me do that one more time. Give me the line again. Quickly.
Well, it's fresh in my mind.
But what would I wear?
In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the scene where the Grinch rips a tablecloth off without disturbing a single dish was entirely improvised by Jim Carrey. The original plan was for him to create a huge mess, but when everything stayed perfectly in place, Carrey played along, ad-libbing his way through the scene. In the cable...
I'm not sure whether you've seen that.
I haven't.
I don't think you're that keen on Christmas films,
No,
and
no.
stuff, but him in that, he's absolutely genius.
Yeah.
I must admit, I'd watch it just for him in that.
Yeah,
Some of
yeah,
the lines
yeah.
and the things he does like that.
I'm
He's
trying to get my
absolutely brilliant.
grandson. My grandson's at that age now where he's like understanding certain comedy.
Right,
And,
yeah.
and my son said to me last week, what sort of comedy should I start him with? Because obviously kids are like 5, 6 years old, they're into
Yeah.
like fart jokes and stuff like that. aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
I said, get him into Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Let him watch Pet Detective and things like Dumb and Dumber.
It's everything, his
You get it.
characters, his face, his
Yeah.
mannerisms,
Yeah.
it's just all...
He just
looks
laughs at the way he is.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Just he looks a funny guy, doesn't he?
So I said, get him into Jim Carrey because he'd absolutely love him.
Oh,
He'd
he
be
will.
laughing his head off.
Yeah.
Guy during the medieval times dinner scene, Jim Carrey humorously references Anthony Hopkins' famous line from The Silence of the Lambs.
Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
He covers his face with chicken skin and delivers the line, which causes laughter not only from the audience, but also from his co-star Matthew Broderick, who was caught off guard by the improvisation.
Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
One of the most memorable scenes in Ace Ventura, when
Missed
nature
these
calls,
videos,
is when Ace
yeah.
starts singing the theme song to Chitty Chitty Bang Bang while on his way to the consulate.
Pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, we love you and our...
This moment happened because Jim Carrey forgot his lines and began ad-libbing the song. Since both actors stayed in character without breaking, director Steve Odekirk loved it and decided to keep it in the final cut.
Our fine four standard, chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang, yeah!
Did you know the most annoying sound scene in Dumb and Dumber is one of the film's funniest moments, and it was entirely improvised by Jim Carrey. This wasn't scripted but happened spontaneously during filming. Jeff Daniels, who usually stuck to the script, decided to follow Carrey's lead, saying, "When in doubt, repeat Jim." The crew was reportedly caught off guard, with many struggling to hold back laughter during the take. In Liar Liar, when Fletcher tries to get out of a court case by beating himself up, Jim Carrey actually performed the painful scene himself. In an interview, Carrey shared that most of the bathroom scene was improvised. He came up with ideas for the sequence a week before filming and described it as really painful due to its intensity.
I think I've seen that
In
somewhere
Ace Ventura,
else.
Pet Detective, Jim Carrey tried to create memorable catchphrases like,
Holy Testicle Tuesday! Alrighty then.
According to director Tom Shadyac, Carrey came up with these lines on the spot, hoping they would become popular. And they did.
Alrighty then.
In Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, during the circus scene, Kate Winslet was asked to disappear without Jim Carrey's knowledge. The result was a truly authentic reaction, as Carrey can be seen genuinely looking for her with a saddened expression.
Clementine!
In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey improvised many of the Grinch's funniest lines, including the iconic "dinner with me" excuse. In this scene, the Grinch hilariously lists his busy schedule to avoid returning to Whoville.
5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again.
Jazzercise.
In Sonic the Hedgehog, Jim Carrey fully improvised Dr. Robotnik's dance scene and also suggested the song Where Evil Grows, which he remembered from his childhood.
Oh dear, brilliant.
Steven!
It's amazing that so many of them were ad-libbed.
I know.
I can't believe that.
There's probably even more than that as well.
Yeah.
When you look at the films and when you think back at the things that he's done and said, you think, I bet there's loads more stuff that he's ad-libbed as well.
Just can't believe it. It's like, I don't know, something like you say, the catchphrases in Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
They're like, people use them now.
Oh, absolutely.
People still say it.
Well, he's just absolutely incredible actor. You know, comedy actors go, he's brilliant. He's just his look at his face.
But you see how good of an actor he is when he was doing that scene with Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
And he was like genuinely looking serious. You can see what a good actor he is. You know,
absolutely.
How he shows like his emotions and stuff like that. He's a very emotional actor anyway.
I think it was a bit more like the Truman Show, wasn't it?
I
think it's a bit more, bit straighter, wasn't it? I think, and I think he's a brilliant actor.
Like I say, he's not my go-to actor. He's not one of me because I'm not into that kind of sort of like movies that he does.
Yeah,
but he's done some classics that I really like. Like I say, Dumb and Dumber, Cable Guy was one of my favourites.
Some of them are really, really good, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cable Guy with Matthew Broderick as well, who I think is another fantastic actor.
Yeah, absolutely, top actor.
He's obviously I've seen him on stage as well, and he's really good on stage
acting.
acting.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very good.
Nice.
But he's I mean,
that's superb. That was a big surprise. Some of those that he has ad-libbed to a certain extent.
Same.
It looks seamless in the film, doesn't it?
I know.
But when you find out, you think, he's absolute classic.
Yeah, but he's a nutcase, isn't he? He's absolute.
Just all the time.
Potty.
You can't imagine him being sort of sensible. For like more than like 2 minutes, can you? At all, you know, he's just
the sort of guy be pranking you on set all the time.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, breaking out into different accents and doing crazy things. It's
Anyway, I enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget like and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Cheers.